Community Art Academy, and it is an interactive program between the University of Memphis Art Education Department and the library, Memphis Public Library. And we bring in students that are 9 to 12 to have an art experience, kind of immersed in, this time when you walked in today, we were doing Egypt, and we did hieroglyphs. So the students have like almost one-on-one contact with art educators in the Memphis area, and they teach them all about the country that's being featured and the techniques that are featured as well. It's every summer. There's 3 before spring break and usually 3 after spring break. So it's at the library every year. So it's a partnership between the University of Memphis and the Memphis Public Library. It's been happening for about 4 years now. So age group is 9 to 12 years old. So it's generally right there in the middle, right there like the 10 or 11-year-old students. Well, there's a book that's introduced into every single lesson plan. So as educators, we definitely do cross-curriculum, and we read and do math, even in the art classroom. So when you do stuff like that, you have to think about your context of where you are. So the Memphis Public Library, you always try to incorporate that story or that book that's being featured that week. So for instance, they had a story about Egypt in a book they read to the kids, and that kind of immerses them in, and it kind of draws them into the lesson plan on being on Egypt. And then they show the technique that's being featured that night or that day, pardon me, that features Egypt as well. So the library provides a learning environment, and everybody thinks about books at the library. This is much more loose, and then you talk about books, and you read the book, and then you learn about the country, and then you have the lesson plan and learn techniques. So I just think it's important that people understand that the public library has been partnered with the art education program at the University of Memphis for years now. It is a great partnership that really is a fine thing to do with the community, and it's service learning. So service learning is benefits. It's reciprocal for teachers and for students. So I'm learning just as much about students and what their interests are in this environment as the students are learning from art educators that they may or may not get from their own curriculum. So I think it's important that the library and the University of Memphis have this partnership and feature books, feature reading, and feature art, which is all part of it. So, the arts education is scientifically proven to improve kids' ability to get in college, interacting with other kids. It is part of that right brain thinking. You can be as analytical as you want to, but you have to be creative as well, and that's higher order thinking. So these programs expose kids to arts education that they may or may not get in their programs at their schools. So